I'm a retired fireman EMT, and the job wreaked havoc on my brain. And I was invited by a cop buddy of mine to go to this retreat in Columbus. And the whole point of the retreat really was to help responders heal traumas, educate them on PTSD, and teach coping strategies. And someone had told me when I came on that Friday afternoon, they said, "You're going to leave here Sunday a completely different person." And I got to tell you, they were right. It changed me forever. And during the Saturday, there were some breakout sessions, and I had met some firemen, and I could see in these guys' eyes, they were just rattled, like they had just come back from a war. And we had a break, and I went up to my hotel room, and I just remember crying. Just crying. It all came out. Like, just all that bad, all that ugly stuff that I've experienced when I was on the job, and what it did to my personal life. And it made me question a lot of things. But in that moment, it hit me. I said, these guys need help. They need help. And they need to know. Because I didn't know. No one had told me about PTSD when I was a young fireman. I had no idea. I thought that was something that, military guys struggle with. I had no idea. And the funny thing with PTSD is it's like a quiet cancer that's slowly growing in you. And by the time you see its onset, it's too late. Your brain is damaged. Your brain literally has grown differently. Stress hormones, which obviously are a result of the stress from the job, physically change your brain. And this is why a lot of firemen, a lot of cops, and a lot of military guys kill themselves. And without getting too deep into the science behind it and the pathology of impulse control and what happens in the brain, I just want guys to know, because I never did. So I started this mission, Rise Up and Fight Ministries. And I just want to tell everyone in the responder services about PTSD. I want to tell them that they're at a high risk for suicide. I want to tell them what happens in the brain right before they take their own life. And I also want to give them coping strategies. And I want to teach them things that they can do for their body, mind, and spirit to help heal some of this trauma that they experience and to stay ahead of their PTSD and to have a happy home life and not to struggle with alcohol or addiction. And that's what we do. And we'll go into fire departments and I give a presentation to raise awareness to all that ugly stuff. And then we implement quarterly wellness training programs like we did today at North Randall. This is our third installment of our wellness trainings, and today we talked about divorce and balancing your work life with your family life. And we talked about the pitfalls and things to avoid in responder marriages and things to watch out for. And I think this is so important because in the fire service, all our training is patient-focused, fire tactics, And it was funny because one day I was in a fire department and a guy said this to me. He goes, we're always taking care of our tools and equipment. We wash the rigs and we're checking our saws. But our body is a tool too. And we need to take care of that. And I said, brother, you are spot on. I said, I'm going to steal that. And he said, you go ahead. But that's why we're here and that's what we're doing.